With what seems to be increasingly more common with our digital world today, there is another hack, and this one involved the Walt Disney Company. And there was a data breach of over a terabyte that apparently was hacked. So, we're going to go into an article here and talk about that. Hi, I'm Jared with Capture the Magic, and we'll just get right into this. So, again, like I said, the Walt Disney Company suffers a 1.1 terabyte data breach. So several reports are circulating the internet stating that Disney has fallen victim to a hacking incident resulting in the compromise of 1.1 terabytes of data. Goes on to say a hacktivist group named Nobulge states that they have accessed Disney's internal Slack platform and have obtained 1.1 terabytes of data from the platform. While the contents of the data breach are unknown, the internal Slack platform is likely to hold a substantial amount of data, including unreleased projects, login credentials, concept art, and personal information. As of now, there is no official confirmation regarding the legitimacy of the breach, but a screenshot has been released displaying various files. The Nobulge website has been inaccessible since the breach was announced, preventing any further downloads of the alleged data. Disney has not yet responded to the inquiries regarding the reported breach. As if this incident is confirmed, it would mark another significant breach among several high-profile companies in recent years. In late 2022, Rockstar Games experienced a similar breach that involved the leak of 90 videos related to Grand Theft Auto 6 via Slack. Similarly, in the late 2023, Insomniac Games also suffered a significant breach that compromised over 1 million files. These files were released to the public, but after no buyer was willing to pay the hackers $2 million for the data. There's also, I don't know if anybody remembers this one, but back in 2014, Sony had a major hack that happened. And this is from Wikipedia, but in 2014, a hacker group identifying as Guardians of Peace leaked a release of confidential data from the film studio, Sony Pictures. And the data included personal information about Sony Pictures employees or families, emails between employees, information about executive salaries, copies of then unreleased Sony films, plans for future Sony films, scripts for certain films, and other information. So this is not an uncommon thing, especially, in the recent years. Now it's unknown, like the Sony breach, that was a pretty big deal because there was emails between, and I can't remember her name at the moment, but she was the head of the studio, that was kind of embarrassing emails talking about actors and directors and certain things. So things that, they don't want out to the public. It is unknown with Disney if this involves any emails that are taking place, which would be interesting given there is the lawsuit going on between Gina Carano and Elon Musk's attorneys and Disney in terms of the lawsuit going on there. That would be quite an interesting turn if this involved emails that maybe pertain to that. We also don't know if this has anything to do with the parks, if there's any future plans that have been leaked. I know I haven't looked, but I've heard that you can access these files. I have not because it's illegal and I don't want to mess with that. But I have heard you can, and they're out to unknown. I haven't heard any information in terms of what is on them. Being a terabyte, I mean, a terabyte isn't, it's not nothing, but it's not as much of it's not the size that it used to be, I guess you could say. So it could pertain a lot of, it could have movies on there. It could have a lot of images. It's a decent amount. I don't remember the size of the Sony breach. I don't remember the size of the ones of like for a GTA 6 and things like that. Now, how they handle this will be kind of interesting. GTA 6, when that was basically what happened there with Rockstar Games was they were teasing that there was a trailer for GTA 6 going to come out, and before they could release that, it was hacked, and then it was released like onto the web early. They just leaned into it and released the trailer early to basically just take away the, I guess you could just say dampen the blow of it. They had to release something before they wanted to, but they kind of went with it. With Disney, I don't know. We'll have to see if anything comes out of this or what is in it. With D23 coming up in August, it would be interesting if things got out before of maybe what they thinking about doing or what they are going to do. That could either help or hurt Disney, I suppose. But again, no details in terms of what's out. There are rumors on Twitter, but nothing is substantiated in terms of what's out there. But as of right now, Disney does have a breach. I'm sure they're not happy about it, but we'll have to wait and see what kind of impact this has and if it affects anything going forward. But that's going to do it for this video. If you like this video, please like it, subscribe to the channel, as we do lots of Universal Studios, Epic Universe, Disney World, and pop culture news around here. And let us know in the comments if you think this is a big deal or if you think this is just sort of the way kind of things go in the corporate space nowadays, and we won't hear much about it. So until next time,